It's that time again. Welcome to Yeetball. Monophony, Hina, Crazy Hyoko, Ruruka, Akane, Teru Teru, Gonta, Mew, Ryoma, Kotoko, Hiro, and Kurumi. Last season, they represented Cookie Run, and they came out on top in a nail-biter of a game. Tonight, they defend the Yeetball Championship against the Hollow Hearts. Munakata. This is not Quentin, this is Masaru. Mikan, Rantaro, Himiko, Nagito, Kaede, Hifumi, Seiko, Mondo, Peko, and Hiroko, the 12 competitors this year with the lowest life points, team up. Not just to win, but to potentially gain some hearts, gain some traction as Yeetball begins. Good day, good people, on a fine day in the year of the vibrant, can you feel it? Do-do-do-do. It's Yeetball, baby! I have been excited to bring you back Yeetball. We will have a halftime show for the ages. Get yourself in the comments, get yourself ready, cause Yeetball is here, right now. Shall we? Let's get it on. Technically, it's a championship episode, I guess. It's the Yeetball championship, but this is a little championship, I tell you what. Yeetball season is back, everybody, with Yeetballs. You guys know the dealio. At the bottom of the screen, bam! We got two scores, not 7 points apiece. They're both starting at 0. If you score a touchdown, you get 7 points. Winning the game also counts as a touchdown. Championships advantage, so if there's a tie, the champions retain, and the champions this season are Cookie Run. Will they win Yeetball again? In fact, I believe last season it was a championship episode. Probably won't be this time. Admittedly, probably won't be this time. That being said, we will need to spin the wheel. I've introduced everybody, and I think I did a pretty good job of it because I had not anticipated that was how I was gonna do it, and I sure did it. Very concise, very good me, man. I'm always improving, anyhow. Let me very quickly get the wheel out because it could be, we may have to have Kibo walk in here, not for nothing. But I highly doubt it because it is 5%. However, it has hit at 5% before, so let's do our due diligence, and see exactly if Chaos reigns here tonight. Is this 5%? I think it is. Very quickly, just because I don't believe it will hit. Shall we? We must. Spin that bad boy round and round. Okay, yeah, we can get back to this music. It will not be a championship episode tonight. That was just for, for posterity's sake. This is the last game of normal play of hearts. These folks who have 0 hearts, there's going to be some shenanigans. We have a fair few at 0. A lot of people at 1. Where's the rest of our zeros here? Yeah. We even got some people at -1. Masaru and Munakata, they're gonna have to do some work. Hiro, Himiko, Kaede, and Nagito at 0. We got a lot of people at 1, including, I want to point out specifically here, Miko, who's at 1 and is a non-Danganronpa character. Eito's in there too in that shuffle. We got a lot of folks at 1. We could see them, some of these folks are at 0 as well, and were a part of the winning team last season. I'm talking about Hiro, our Agent of Chaos, for this season, is right there. There he is, yes, indeed. That being said, your questions from last time, I know some of you are very much looking forward to this. So we're going to do this together. I need a long song. Last episode, I asked you guys to pick a character from any franchise, and depending on who I rank the highest, I will play that game in October. May not finish it, but I will at least play it. A special October series. So for those of you who caught it, good on you. For those who haven't, your time is up, my time is now. And it's at time of recording, so you have plenty of time because this is a day before recording. I want to keep it a buck. So last episode. Also, actually, guys, somebody was very close to predicting what I wrote down in my handy dandy notebook. Let's get into it right here. Okay. I will be pulling up all of these characters one by one. We go to newest. Just published. From the bottom, moving up. Opening, and I will reveal what it is at the end. Let's talk about it. You said, opening said specifically, obviously you picked hairs, so you know what? I'll do a very chaotic pick. Magilu from Tales of Berseria. Okay. Let's look this character up. Okay. Very styling, profiling, very good hat. Can I just get image link? Yes. And I will just continuously drag characters over. This is the first submission, Magilu. Very nice hat. I don't know, I like my hats. Was it about hats? Who knows? Was it about hair? Who knows? I do. But this is our first competitor. Also in the race, we have Golden. Honestly, very tricky given on what you might have written. Honestly, I'm gonna stick to my guns, believe in the power of friendship. Gonna go ahead and say Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Sora, Kingdom Hearts. That's a character I know. It's a character I know. Very, very much so. Give me this copy link. And there, I don't think we need to really do too much on this one. Everybody knows Sora. Will I be playing Kingdom Hearts? We'll see. Cat, saying I am a Nintendo normie when it comes to gaming, so I submit Bandana Waddle Dee from various Kirby games, your choice. Okay. Bandana Waddle Dee. Cool. Okay. Very cool. Very nice. We'll bring that up. Our third contender, Bandana Waddle Dee. Spear in hand and everything. Let me see. Kotoko saying, Kiana Kazlana from Honkai Impact. Everyone's favorite little tuna. Kiana Kazlana. There's a tuna? Okay. There are a couple of her, but I think I'm just going to pick the one that is first on the Google search. Because I think it would be different. I think it would be different, and you know what? I feel like I'm not gonna say anything, but I was gonna say I feel like it would be different, but I will pick the first one that comes up on Google. That is your Kazlana. Sorry, Kiana Kazlana. Moving on, Thunder. Going to a very least try with 13 Sentinels, so I'm gonna go with BJ. Which is technically not his name, but also technically his name, but also maybe not given his name as a robot. Since he's a robot, rather, we'll see. You also guessed based on occupation. Interesting. Did Cat have a guess? No guess in terms of what the what the category is. I guess it could have been anything. So we want BJ 13 Sentinels. That is certainly a robot. Copy image link. Some of these are very funny given what I know I've selected. Dragon Force Czar says Louis or Lewis. I'm gonna say Louis. It probably is Lewis, but I'm gonna call him Louis. Guiburn. I don't know, from Metaphor. So we got Louis. This is our last contender as well. Weeaburn, there you are. Okay. Get a better picture of him. At least a larger picture, there we go. Okay, this is our cast. We got Louie, BJ, Miss Kozlana, Bandana, Waddle Dee, Sora, and Magilou. Now, I could rank these competitors a whole lot of ways. But before I reveal what the answer is, I will rank them myself. I'm gonna have to put BJ last. So BJ is in last place. Unfortunately, sorry, Thunder, it was definitely not occupation. Oh, well, that's interesting. You're definitely not last, but you're not first. I think I'm gonna put you right here, smack dab in the middle. Louie, I'm gonna put above Sora, actually. Bandana, Waddle Dee. You know, in terms of, if we're going purely based on what I said, I would go here, but I am kind of going on accessory as well. So based on the accessory, you're probably a little bit higher. I think first is somewhere actually between Magilou, Kozlana, and Louie. He looks like a Lewis. This is tough. Realistically, if I'm including accessory, I feel like this is actually probably the answer. But I also know I would hate it. So I would have to put you, I actually think you're a little bit above here. Sora's down there. Now, it's just, okay. Okay. Actually, let me rethink this, because I think Sora actually comes up based on, if I'm thinking literally what I wrote. If I'm thinking literally what I wrote, honestly, I think you're one, I think you might be one lower. I think you... The horns. I'm kind of now between the horns and the hat at this point. I think... I am gonna stay here. I think from bottom to top, BJ is in last. Bandana Waddle Dee is here. Sora is here. Kozlana is getting a solid third. Louie is getting second, and I think Magilou is getting first. What is this game that I'm going to start and probably not finish? Tales of Berseria. I guess I'll play a little bit of that in October. The correct thing was hairstyles that I think would look great on me. Opening did immediately say, I think it's hair. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. While I said hairstyles, I was like, hairstyles are gonna include accessories. In fact, I really do think Waddle Dee probably moves up. And I was going to switch these around, but I said if it's a hairstyle, I could probably do it in my natural hair color. So then I thought to myself, which of these would be, I think, the most okay? And it was tough because I was like, this with the horns might be kind of tough. But I feel like being kind of goofy with this hat, y'all all should have picked people with hats. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Unfortunately, I would say bald is a hairstyle, but as someone who has had a fro for most of his life, and for the brief time early in life where I had kind of a fade, I know my head shape when it's close to bald. And I don't think I'm going to make for a fantastic bald person. So I ranked the bald ones very low. Waddle Dee got a little bit higher just because I think bald with a bandana is what if I had to go bald, I'd probably have some sort of accessory besides my goggles. Bandana's not a bad shout. I think this hair is too spiky for me. I'm sorry, Sora. That is my pick. Congratulations, opening. Tales of Berseria. I guess we're gonna do that. But for right now, it's Yeetball time. Let's start this bad boy. Hope y'all have fun. That was a good time. Here. We don't need that. I guess make your picks for second and third. We had so much fun last time. I don't think I have a question. I did have a question this time. And I did write it down. That's what's right above this. It says music question mark. I want everybody in the comments to pick a song. I want you to create your own Danganronpa Hunger Games soundtrack. So I want you to come up with a intro song. I want you to come up with a Chaos Rain song. Come up with a How Many Times Are We Simulating song. Come up with a standard We Are Playing the Game song. Give me a Terrible Turnabout or Saddest of All Moments. Give me a Saving Grace picks. Any combination of these. Samurai Woman. Crisis of Fate. And Final 2. That's not Final 2. Terrible Turnabout was included. And Final 2. I want you to replace a one or all with a song of your choice. I will listen to them and I will pick my favorites and we will have a customize your music choice episode. Maybe not next time, but the time after that. So give me those. That's what I want. Let's start this thing. I'm sorry, this is gonna be a long episode, I'm realizing, because we have halftime to get through too. It's Yeetball. 7 points per touchdown. Who will get touchdowns? Let's start round 1. Will we get touchdowns? Oh boy. And I can't forget. Give me a song for the Horn Bearers. Thank you, Horn Bearers. That being said, Hina puts a death claw on Rantaro while he's asleep. Mondo finds Thursday V's left shoe. Masaru has a horrible feeling in his gut. Himiko runs her Yeetball back to the cornucopia for a big hit. Yeah, touchdown, touchdown. Himiko, I am pretty sure a part of the Hollow Hearts. She will be at 7 points for her team. Teruteru is glad they can rely on Akane. Mikan wasn't looking and fell right off of a cliff. Rest in peace to her. Rantaro, I think that brings her actually down to 0 hearts, or -1 hearts actually. Rantaro accepts the Shadow is Rantaro, gets a power persona. Nagito is only looking out for himself. Mew knocks out Himiko in a fight, puts a death collar on her. Monofini can't take her eyes off of Teruteru. Peko also runs her Yeetball back for a big touchdown, 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 touchdown. Peko, what team were you on? It's a very good question. I think she is on Hollowed Hearts. She's probably not on Cookie Run, so Hollowed Hearts are on a strong start. As Akane and Crazy Hiyoko ambush Nagito, murdering him, Seiko cleans up Nagito's rotten corpse. That's my janitor. One of my janitors, rather. Hero gives Mew the various things that he's found. Mew makes some stuff out of it. It's soothing watching Mew make neat contraptions from those scraps. Karumi finds some leather scraps as well, just enough to patch together some rudimentary clothing and look rather caveman-like. Hiroko starts sobbing uncontrollably. Gonta finds a table. Ryoma mopes around uselessly at Hiroko, whispers some things in Gonta's ear, but he's too innocent to understand. Ifumi thanks Rantaro for being there for him. Kotoko found a table. Kaede finds a massive sack of apples, and Apple Day keeps the doctor away. We need to eat a bunch of apples to save the AWE probably. And Munakata has made some mistakes as a leader, but wants to do right by the Hollow Hearts, which does include Peko and Himiko, both members of the Hollow Hearts. They have 14 points as Crazy Yoko's feeling a little crazier. And has scissors in her hands. Cute boys beware, but also beware to these two competitors, Mikan and Nagito. This Clarity Loon. I'm sorry, this status of all moments is for you. Mikan. Nagito. Well, that's all she wrote. You hate to see it. That being said, we still got a time to go, don't we? Shall we? 10 more until it's halftime. 12 more until it's your saving grace picks. Let's click next round and let's find out what else happens as Himiko steals going to Yeetball. It's a pick also. I'm looking forward to Jagspan. It's his favorite game of the year, of the season rather. Seiko finds a handgun, bullets in a hand, locked and loaded, but then Peko steals Hina's Yeetball. You gotta remember, if you have already scored a touchdown, since everyone starts with Yeetballs, you can easily start snatching Yeetballs off of other players. They're looking for more touchdowns, as Crazy Oko can't wait to kill again. Monofini hacks Kaede's life points and steals out. Girly has none! I need to think about what happens when you steal a heart from nobody, or from someone who has none. I'll think about that. Mondo feels strong enough to handle anything. Kotoko does her best to avoid. Karumi, Masaru murders Hero before Monofini can react. There's nothing Monofini can do. Mew steals my soundboard. Wait, how you do that? Something inside of Rantaro drives him to fight for what he believes in. He feels more heroic. Karumi looks for someone dumb enough to believe her. Kai did something really cute. Ruruka, not Karumi. She's up there. She's actually down here too. Challenges Masaru and Karumi to an Eating the Ghost pancake eating competition. Masaru eats the most pancakes. And he earns himself entry into that World Pancake Championship invitation. Masaru. You're already in. I don't even need to write you down, actually. Akane finds a hat rack. So many hats. Too many hats. Hifumi admires Mondo's decisiveness. Hina just found a wrestling singlet. Only one person gone this round. Is going to admires Akane's muscles. Munakata is on the verge of snapping. Ryoma finds a dapper suit and puts it on. It's rather fetching. And Hiroko can't handle the stress after losing a teammate. Has become more cowardly. Tero wants to be over already. And after this, first of all, saddest of all moments. 4. Hero. No points, a couple of steals. I wanted to point out, I did find a ghost event last time. It was a ghost event as well that was causing some of the ghost events. I think that may be the last ghost event in the simulator. If it isn't, as long as I do not immediately close the game, I do have a pretty simple way of finding out any additional ghost events, but I think we might have got them all gone. We'll kind of miss them, but we must continue because we only lost one person. We gotta lose that. Y'all better start killing. I know it's Yeetball. It's about scoring touchdowns, but you gotta start killing, y'all. Let's start killing. Mew builds a rocket who's gonna take a trip in Mew's rocket ship. And Mew's rocket ship is going right to AV Mania because she's defending her United World Championship in the AWE. Triple threat night 2 of AV Mania. Get ready for it. Munakata hopes to get everyone out of here. Masaru really doesn't want to, but finds some time to get rid of Monofini. Rest in peace. Tero begins glowing brighter. He burns brighter. He becomes a light bearer. If he wins, everyone he kills from this point forward goes to the finale with him. Oh, dope. Hiroko just found a fishing rod. Now Mama can catch all the fish. Kurumi finds Pilot? What are you, girl? What you doing? Brings her back to her tank. Mondo and Munakata get into an argument over who should be in charge. Hifumi can't believe that Masaru's killed somebody. Kotoko accepts her shadows. Kotoko gains the power of Persona. Gonta steals Rantaro's G-Ball, runs off with it. As Rantaro steals Karumi's G-Ball, runs off with it. Lost his G-Ball and said, I need another one. Another one. Ryoma draws a demon summoning circle on the ground. You know, for fun. Peko finds a turtle on the beach who slowly approaches her. A brand new friendship is born. Crazy Yoko is looking particularly erratic today. Himiko finds a boombox time to list some sick beats. Ruka tries to kill Peko, but Peko retaliates and kills her instead. Akane gives Crazy Yoko tiara. Oh, Crazy Yoko feels like the prettiest princess. Seiko aims her handgun in the distance, and Akane is watching as she looks as Crazy Yoko walks off with that tiara, and then a insane Kaede attacks her from behind and eviscerates her. We are down to 18. It's a slow grind as we're not even at half time. After the saddest of all moments, 4. Monophony. Ruruka. Crazy Hyoko. 18 remain. Once again, it's not a big game, so even though we've lost a few, we've already kind of lost a quarter of the competition. You know what I mean? We'll see how this thing plays out. It is Yeetball action. Still only 2 touchdowns to the Hollow Hearts. Will they claim victory here tonight? Let's find out. Shall we? We must. 18 remain. What else transpires? An RKO out of nowhere, and people are starting to drop. 3 people already gone here. As Hina sneaks up on time, Himiko turns her around, hits her with an RKO out of nowhere, breaks Himiko's neck, killing her. Hifumi looks up at a tree to see Mistletoe hanging above. To protect Mondo, Rantaro jumps Akane swiftly and kills her. Kurumi, wearing leather scraps, is a sight to behold. Peko rest against her pet turtle's flank. That's very nice. Seiko finds herself face to face with Kurumi and shoots her dead with her gun. Bang. Kazoko's persona levels afraid to Freyla. Mondo finds a bike. Cue the bike theme. I don't mind if I do. Yeah. Gonta sets up a table for rubbing Masaru in a headlock. Gonta then slams Masaru through that table. Ryoma is attacked by a pack of wolves, but he feeds them all. Actually, come the morning, one seems to have left the pack and ran. Ryoma's got his own pet little wolf. It's very delightful. But Munakata runs his Yeetball back to the cornucopia for a 3rd uncontested touchdown to the Hollowed Hearts. They're at 21 points to the champions 0. Is this going to be a blowout in Yeetball? Potentially the biggest blowout in Yeetball history? If things continue the same way that they are going, it might be. Kaede wakes up from a long night's sleep to Hina eating every last apple in Girlie's bad. Teru finds a heaping stack of pancakes that last for the whole game. This ought to be good. Hiroko casts around the river, pulls out a C bass, more like a C+, and Mew uses my soundboard, gets it confiscated for playing copyrighted music. For shame. 4 more until your saving grace picks. 2 more until his halftime show. But 1 more, Claire de Lune. I'm sorry, terrible turnabout. Saddest of all moments for Himiko, Akane, Kurumi, Masaru. We gotta keep going, because I wasted a lot of time ranking those characters, but I will proceed. Once again, 2 more into your saving grace picks. It is 21-0. We have seen comebacks before, but it is looking rough for the Hollowed Hearts. We go to the next round and we see Hiroko casts her rod in the river, pulls out a ray, a few more and she'll have a tan. Gonta feels defeated after losing a teammate, feels lonely. Gonta has let him in. Mondo had to use the restroom and forgot to lock their bike. Ryoma realizes this and steals the bike. Seiko picks up this new cool lying in various places. Hina clotheslines Seiko with such tremendous force and decapitates her. Teru wonders why anyone would choose waffles over the glory that is the pancake. Archon, Secretful, and Kaede grant her a pyro vision. Kaede then saps with that pyro vision, immediately sets that table on fire of Kotoko, slams Kotoko through the flaming table. She is crazy. Asylum Akamatsu is real. Mew tries to build a tank out of 6 rocks and succeeds. Awesome. That's dangerous. So dangerous. Ryoma's pet wolf growls contentedly. Hifumi hangs up Mistletoe in the arena. Peko runs back another one for a big ol' touchdown. Again, 28 so far to 0. Oh my gosh. Rantaro's persona levels up Zio to Zionga. Munakata steals Teruteru's Yeetball and runs off with it. Dude, the Hallowed Hearts they mean business tonight. And with these 2 competitors lost in this saddest of all moments for Seiko, Kotoko. 12 gone, 12 remain. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the AWE's halftime show. We present you live from the arena that will be presenting to you tonight. AWE on the road to AV Mania Fracture. Let's take it over to the arena, shall we? Kick it off, Sunday View. Let me let you have it. Thank you, Friday V. Look, we're having a little pre-show. We're gonna be live later tonight. And it looks like the Scheme team is coming out first. There were a couple things I wanted to talk about. Scheme team saying that they need to make a change and they're under new management. Who is this?
The following contest is a special referee match.
Sparksy?
Please welcome the special
Unknown. But the Scheme team said they could choose any. I said they could choose any match type. Poka said he wanted to fight one of them. He wanted to fight all of them. He said, look, it's AV Mania season. It's hard to get a match. Poka said, I want a match. Give me them whenever you can. And I said, you know what? I got one opportunity. It is the halftime show of Yeetball. I'm very excited. I got my pancake shirt on. It's AV Mania season, AV Mania 2-night event. Next Friday is the first night. The brawl, or I guess what has been brewing between somehow, some way, without even stepping in the ring against each other. The Scheme team have put Poka's back to the wall, have kind of made him as angry as I've ever seen him. I don't know, but so many people have been stealing his theme, most notably the Scheme team, a team that he says they're not even good, they're pathetic, and they're ruining my good theme. And I think it's actually something to note here. Whoever the Sparksy is also coming out to Poka's theme. Which is, I have to admit, a very good theme. And it should, I was gonna say, it should be his theme. It seems the Scheme team has selected special guest referee as the match stipulation here tonight. That doesn't bother him none. Poka said, give me any member of the Scheme team, give me every member of the Scheme team. Here's the problem. It could still be special guest referee 3v1. That could be the situation Poka finds himself in. Is that going to be the true Scheme? I'm unsure. We also have to find out who this under new management for the Scheme team is. For all we know, they're about to come out with like 5 people. You know what I mean? I guess we'll find out shortly. Poka, however, look at that. Walking down and looking at everybody, serious as ever. This is a man who loves his wife, Varessa. This is a man who loves professional wrestling. This is a man who loves his entrance music, says, you know what? This thing is kind of a banger. And then the Scheme team began to ruin it for him. You may have seen Poka raging about it in AWE chats and comments on the Discord tonight. At the halftime show of Yeetball, Poka, it looks like, may potentially get his hands on a member of the Scheme team, maybe multiple members of the Scheme team. This could, however, just be a trap. Poka said, whatever match you guys want. I told them whatever match you guys want. And they've chosen special guest referee, which is a little terrifying if your name is Poka. I'm going to keep it a buck with you, but we'll see how this thing plays out. Best of luck to you, Poka. Woo-hoo. That's a good song. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't think it ever reaches that part of the song. That's a good song. And lastly, well, third time's the charm. Really, all 3 of them is crazy. The Theme Thieves themselves found themselves just outside of the Tag Team Turmoil Tournament. Ended with 2 points. But that meant solely and sincerely that they were not going to have a chance. they were not going to have a chance at AV Mania. Unless somehow they get voted into something or put into something. Scheme Team. Which one will be fighting tonight? Claude, who I think is either about to be uninjured or is finally recovered from that injury that's been plaguing them since the beginning, really, of the Tag Team Turmoil tournament. And I think this is honestly Polka's advantage. Even though Polka went through a grueling match, he's only had one match himself, a grueling match, and no losses, by the way. A grueling match against the OC champion at the time, Gory. And what turned into be a gory match as well. He's pretty fresh. He's had plenty of time to recover. All four of these competitors have really been fighting over and over during the past month. It is Polka who was actually going to be the other half of this match. It's Sampo. And it's on one-on-one. Starting off with a little neck breaker. Sampo, the first person to get any action on here, but Polka, I was going to say, he's no slouch. Dragon screw to the knee. You know Polka's going to give it his all in this fight. Goodness. Pinfall. Oh no. That was their scheme. Their scheme was to get a crooked referee. Clothesline. Polka's gonna keep going for the pinfall here. One. And it was just a one count. Golly. Oh man, Polka, no! Has the arm tossed. Polka laying it flat on his bottom. I think he actually might have been thinking about going after the referee here, our special guest referee, Sparksy. I don't know much about this Sparksy person, but I know about Sampo, and that man's just bloodied. Waving to the scheme team. Polka is fighting entirely an uphill battle. But he is still wailing away on Sampo. Powerbomb position down. Polka realizing, okay, I can't let Sampo get any move on me, otherwise it's going to be the quickest pin of a lifetime. Polka is fighting with a crooked referee. But he is still putting his darndest out here. Look at this. Up and down. Right onto the back of the neck. Polka heading up. Calling for Sampo. And the dropkick lands. Sampo's gotten zero offense. Not a lick of offense in here tonight. Shot to the back of Polka because Polka was distracted by Claude. Taken down, dropped on the knee. Stares at his Scheme Coalition brethren as he wails away at Polka. Stomps him on the chest. Stomps him on the arm. And just keeps kicking at him. This ain't a pretty match. This is a scheming match. This is rigged. Roll up. No. 1, 2. It was quick, y'all, but he still kicked out. It was quick, but he still kicked out. Couple of extra shots. Look at this. And powerbomb. Look, y'all, this is sick. Hold on, little scoop. See, no. Over the top. And reverse DDT. Polka, I don't know how you're gonna get out of this. Because this is apparently the... I'm sorry? Dropped him. Threw a trash can in the ring. Backstabber. That was a quick backstabber as well, as Sampo in danger. He was in danger since the bell rung. Cutter lands! Actually got distance on that cutter. But we need to point out here, he is stunned. That's the saving grace for Polka right now. Double stomp. I would just go for the pin right now, boy. Oh, it does actually get to the pin, but it's a 0 count. It's a count of 0, and you see the frustration. You see the anger boiling on the face of... I think Sparksy just tried to hit Polka. Polka, I think, trying to get a count-out victory here. But Sparksy not counting. Y'all, Polka's dominating this matchup, and look at this. Now the Scheme Coalition, rather, getting their hands dirty, saying, come on, you know, what you doing? This is ridiculous. He's saying, yo, Polka's saying you got some thieves. As a big boot by Sampo gets Polka right back down. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. Polka tossed back into the ring. Sampo with the signature. They ran into each other and a roll up. One. Tried to do a quick count. You saw the 2 coming down very quick. I'm telling you, if the signature hits, it just might be over. It just may be over. Sampo could get a big victory here tonight. Wait a minute. Missed the chop there. Polka over still has a chance. Sparksy tried to hit, but look at that reversal by Polka. Polka fighting a 5-on-1 match right now. Off the ropes though. Enziguri. Side kick to the head, and Polka looking around, calling for something, looking to kick that sack of trash right in the head. Claymore, pinfall. You gotta be kidding me. Into the pin one more time, but he kicks out. Can you believe this? I can believe it. I'm sorry. What was that? Wait, I know that sounds Stone Cold. It's Stone Cold. It's Nine-Tails. Stone Cold Nine-Tails. What is he doing? He's running off the Scheme Team. It is ATV. God damn, it's Stone Cold. He ran him all the way to the back. Stone Cold. He just even this matchup out. Gets in there. Stone Cold Nine-Tails Stunner and a Nine-Tails Stunner. Oh my God. Sampo too. But the referee's down. Go count this. Stone Cold stay hit a rough. Nine-Tails counts to 3. Polka wins. I don't even know if that was legal. But tonight, Stone Cold comes in with the assist. Stone Cold, and look at this. This is what we're talking about. One Stone Cold stunner to Sparksy, a Stone Cold stunner to Sampo. And Polka walks in. Stone Cold thought about for a second. He said 1, 2, 3. Stone Cold Steve. No, I'm sorry. Stone Cold Nine-Tails. Polka. Somehow, someway, one man, one Stone Cold, even the odds here tonight. Hey, Stone Cold, I'm screaming. No, not for nothing, ladies and gentlemen. That is your halftime show, and I don't know what Sparksy's affiliation with the Scheme Team is. But I can tell you she's probably not happy. Polka. Okay, yeah, no matter what, it was abysmal refereeing on anybody's half. I'm gonna send it back over to you, Friday AV. This was a tree. Stone Cold! There ain't no better halftime show than that. Okay, whatever. I'm tripping, but Stone Cold! I love that guy. I love me some Stone Cold Nine-Tails. I'll tell you what. Let's proceed, shall we? It is halftime. It is over, and it is time to see what else transpires tonight as next round continues. We see Pecco stealing another Yeetball, saying, I'm about to be uncontested the MVP here tonight. Gota attacks Kaede relentlessly unhinged and beats her to a bloody pulp. Hifumi smiles warmly under the Christmas breeze. Teru throws several pancakes at Pecco, attracting the wild beast to maul her. Munakata casts a strange glow in the corner of his eye. and discovers an ancient scepter. Mondo finds a skateboard, time to do some sick moves. Ryoma looks amazing in his dapper suit. Mew is thinking plans to get out of here. Hina accepts her shadow as Hina gains the power of Persona. Hiroko casts her rod in the river, pulled out a clownfish. How many can fit into a car? Carfish rather. She is running wild with all of these. I'm telling you guys. Oh no, Rantaro just found a dimensional scythe. Those are supposed to be collected at the end of season 4. What are you? Oh no. Oh no. But that does bring us to our final 10. It is a slow grind, and right now it is actually time for your saving grace picks after the saddest of all moments. 4. Asylum Akamatsu. Pekka. If she doesn't come back from the dead, she will be a real Asylum Akamatsu starting next time. This is when we get into the thick of it this season. It is going to be despicable. But it's also time for you to make some new picks. Some saving grace picks. Let me talk to you. Cookie Run is getting devastated, but it's not over yet. Hina, no Yeetball to her name, but she is still in. Teru, no Yeetball to his name, but he is still in. Gonta, no Yeetball to his name, but he is still in. Mew, at the very least, has a Yeetball, and so does Ryoma. Here's the thing, even if they both score and this team wins, Hollowed Hearts still win. They need to find a Yeetball or steal a Yeetball. It's looking rough for Cookie Run, but I will tell you, number-wise, it is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is even. It's 5 and 5. As Munakata, who still has a Yeetball, don't forget about that. One that could be stolen. Hifumi, who's got a Yeetball as well. Rantaro, who's got a Yeetball as well. Oh my gosh. Mondo, who's got a Yeetball as well, and Hiroko, who's got 3 fish to her name. And a Yeetball! Dude, their entire team still has Yeetballs. The whole team. Pekko's gone, but who knows? Maybe they'll bring her back. I don't know. That's your top 10. It is 5 and 5, but I'm gonna tell you what, it is looking like the Hollowed Hearts are gonna take this one. Will they? Is a $1 million question. It is technically still anybody's game. There's a lot of Yeetballs still in play. Some could get found, some could get stolen, some could get touched down. But make your picks first, second, third. I'm gonna take Ryoma. I don't think Cookie Run is gonna come back, but I think Ryoma is going to clutch up and get a victory here tonight. Give me, I'll take Hina for second, and I'll take Mew for third. Those are my top 3. We won't dilly, we won't dally. It's a long episode, and I gotta the road to Avamanias tonight. I'm trying to watch that thing. Hold on a minute. Hey, it's Samurai Woman time, ain't it? I know it is not technically a championship episode, but it is the Yeetball championship episode. It is season 19, and it's time. 10 competitors. Cookie Run, Hollowed Hearts, 5-person game apiece. There is but one thing that can transpire. All 5 of these competitors giving it their all. We see the comeback of a lifetime, or we see the blowout of a lifetime. Whatever remains. The winning team will have proved that they have the hearts, the determination, and the fate of a samurai woman. Top 10? Let's get it. Next round sees Rantaro. Just wants to be helpful. Munakata calls down Arcane Fury on Gonta, his ancient scepter beaming with an inner rage. For a second, nothing happens. Gonta opens his mouth to say something that starts peeling away layer by layer. Hiroko casts her rod in the fish, pulls out a ray, a few more, she'll have a 10. Teru, 1 or 2 left pancakes in the arena in the first place. In me. Hina upgrades Sai to CO. I'm sorry, Saio, CO, C to CO. Okay. Mondo does a sick kickflip. Sick! Hifumi doesn't really understand what's happening. Gonta is writhing. He's a pile of maggots layer by layer. Ryoma never learned how to ride a bike. Why'd you steal one? Why'd you steal one? Mew straps Mondo to a rocket, sends it to the moon. Mondo shockingly returns with pockets full of moon rocks. What a trip. 1 competitor gone, no touchdowns, and a terrible turnabout 4. Gonta. I don't remember if he had a Yeetball or not, but it is still Samurai Woman. And we will keep going on. Next round sees. Ooh. Y'all, this might be a blowout. Hifumi and Rantaro's fingers touch by accident. They both blush just a little bit. Teru shoves pancake after pancake into his mouth. Mondo steals Mew's tank while he's asleep. Oh boy. Hiroko doesn't care much for this place, and Mew can't help admire her own genius mind. Hina kind of wanders off and gets lost, never seen again. Rantaro scans the area for enemies lurking about, and Ryoma attempts to kill Munakata, but Mondo intervenes to protect him. Unfortunately, Mondo dies in the attempt. That is a handful of people. Not a whole handful, just two. Just two people, actually. It is a very small handful, but it is 2 competitors gone, and it is actually still a terrible turnabout for Hina, Mondo. Well, with 3 more competitors gone, the Hollow Hearts are still at 4. Cookie Run is feeling a little bit more devastated. They have Teru, they have Mew, they have Ryoma. It is a 7-person game. Cookie Run, at this point now, I feel like they're gonna need a miracle. It's still Samurai Woman. Next round sees, wait. Now look at this. First of all, Hiroko finds some moon shoes. We're not liable for any broken ankles. Ryoma washes the blood off his dapper suit. Ryoma is looking on with that blood as Rantaro slices that scythe. Ryoma sees it all. Dimensional rift. Hiroko trying to shove Hiroko inside, but Mama, in all her mama-ness, Hiro's hot mom hits Rantaro in the back of his head and shoves him in instead. Mew walks to a very strange machine. She's got ghost powers. Teru eats a single pancake from his stack. With a flick of his ancient scepter, Munakata turns Mew into a sheep, and Hifumi does not feel prepared for any of this. We are down to your final 6. It is still 28-0. Next round. Dude. It's your final 4. Hiroko decides to put Mew out of her sheepy misery. Rantaro fights for his life. Hifumi uses a mysterious gas to knock out Teru and Hiroko. Death collars on the both of them. Munakata's got a chainsaw. Munakata will never use it as Teru sees him with that chainsaw and beats him within an inch of his life with a single pancake, then uses another one to finish the job. Ryoma's found a Komodo dragon. I guess it is an animal. And it seems they've taken a like to each other. I hate that. We are down to your final 4. It is Mama, it is Teru, it is Hifumi, and it is Ryoma. Rantaro is in the Despair Dimension. Let's see if that, and it's 28-0. After the Saving Grace, nope, not Saving Grace picks 4. After this terrible turnabout 4. Mew, Munakata. And Cookie Run is getting their butts handed to them. Once again, it ain't over till it's over, but it feels like it's about to be over. It is your final 4, as I said. Hiro's hot mom, Teru, Hifumi, and Ryoma. Rantaro is begging, fighting for his life in the Despair Dimension, and they're all kind of what we like to call a crisis of fate. Do it. Your final 5. Really 4, because Rantaro's in the Despair Dimension, but I got a feeling he's going to make it back. I got a feeling. Oh man, no, he's just getting company apparently. Ryoma finds that seemingly an official decree from a powerful Archon. Will he dare to hang it up? Hiroko slices her scythe, opening a dimensional rift before Sparta-style kicking Hifumi into the Despair Dimension. Hifumi and Rantaro find a cave hidden from the dangers of the Despair Dimension. Nagito's back as a ghost. Rantaro fights for his life, and Teru saying, no, that's not gonna work for me, buddy. Creates pancakes in a particular pattern, banishing Nagito's spirit. He is gone. I'm not gonna do a Clay Loon for him because he came back as a ghost and died as a ghost, I suppose. It is still now your final 3. Hifumi now trapped in there with Rantaro. It is Ryoma, Teru, and Hiroko. Next round sees it's not over yet, but it is close. As Rantaro is mauled by the roaming demons, Hifumi still running for his life from those demons. Hiroko finds a belt of Pokeballs. Who knows what could be inside of those? Teru invites Hiroko to share pancakes with him. Hiroko accepts only to kill Teru while he's enjoying the breakfast feast. You fiend, mother. You fiend. And Ryoma's bike snapped but they can jump off in time before the bike goes zooming off the cliff. He saved himself and saved this game. It is 1-on-1 And now it just might be for glory, for bragging rights at this point, because it will take a real miracle for this result to change. First of all, it is a terrible turnabout for Rantaro, Teru. Rantaro and Teru are down, which leaves just two, Mama and Ryoma. One from Cookie Run, one from Hollowed Hearts. I hope. Right? Yeah, Ryoma's in Cookie Run. Look. He does have a Yeetball. He could score one for the team. He could score one for the team. Hiroko could extend their lead, but will any of that happen? I don't know. We're about to find out, and I'm gonna ask you who. Ryoma. Hiroko. It is your final two. Only one will come out on top, and it will be one of these two competitors. Hiroko. A song in her heart, I guess. I don't know. But she is here to gather everyone together. In the song of mothers. Mama! Ooh! But standing in her way is Danganronpa's favorite son, the new ultimate hope in Ryoma. It is one-on-one. Who will come out on top? I don't know. Will anyone score another touchdown? I don't know, because right now it is 28-0, and that's crazy to me, especially as the Hollowed Hearts are the ones who have it. Let's find out how this ends. Next round is over. It's over, and in case you were like, oh my gosh, Hifumi, he could come back. No, he is dead. He is very dead. Ryoma finds a lovely opportunity, puts it on, and it's quite revealing. Hifumi is grabbed by a possessed tree and pulled apart piece by piece, and I want you to look at what she did. Mama pulled out a Pokeball. Out came Halucha, my favorite, from my favorite, who uses Flying Press, crushing Ryoma. Mama! Ooh! Dude, and don't forget, Mama is on Team Hollowed Hearts. That means that they score one final touchdown in this crushing defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all. And I can say after this final terrible turnabout for Hifumi, Ryoma. Hey, they whooped butt, dude. It won't even close. I'm not even gonna banter here. You're winners. Hey, 35 points to nothing. If you thought for a moment they were ever worried, it doesn't feel like they ever had a reason to worry. They said we're gonna score everything. For the Hollowed Hearts, some of them are not feeling great this season, but they'll be returning in Season 20 as Yeetball champions. Congratulations once again to the Hollowed Hearts, and to Mama, who I think was at 1 heart and is at 2, I believe. Ryoma, who I don't think was low. I think he has like 3 or 4 hearts, which is kind of crazy. And who got 3rd? Teru, who I think might have had 2 hearts. I think he's lost 1 this season, or he got 1. He might be a 4, who knows. Those are our top 3. That being said, we will calculate everybody. We will see who's at 0 hearts, and they will have fun next episode, to the chagrin of many. This is where things get scary. This is where hearts start to drop, most literally. We're entering a separate mode of the season. Hold on to your hearts. No kidding, but the Hollowed Hearts take the victory. Teru with 3 KOs, Hiroko with 3, Masaru 2, Gonta 2, Kaede 2, Hina with 2, everyone else with 1 or none. And, most notably, Hollowed Hearts 35 points to Cookie Run's 0. what was a close nail biter last time, Cookie Run got swept. What happened? Could it have been the Agent of Chaos being on their team? Could it have been other shenanigans? I'm not sure. But there are no excuses when you see this result. Congratulations to the Hollowed Hearts. Tonight, however, is the final Friday before AV Mania, and it is live on Fracture. We will have Daisy going one-on-one with Patrick to see who will be filling out that final spot in the OC Championship match. Steven will be defending at AV Mania. Keep your eyes peeled there. Hina and Arrow, before their tag team match, look to get out all of their frustrations, leave everything in the ring so they can focus on the goal ahead of them. But can they coexist at AV Mania? will one of them walk out injured tonight at the hands of the other one? I'm not sure, but that is going to be a great match on this go-home show. We have some of those tag team competitors from winning the tag team turmoil in action. We got a gauntlet match featuring the men's the men's ladder match participants. Of course, March is in action, Flair is in action, and one last shot for the ladder match for the ladies. That match will happen tonight. We are going to have a fantastic night. Son Davey, best of luck to you. If anything like the halftime show happened, it's going to be a good show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be watching, and I'm going to see you there. Toodaloo Flight Crew, as always, thank you for watching.